Today's show begins in the Nashville area with one of the best quarterbacks in the 2025 class.
And that's this week's 5-star feature. George MacIntyre is a pretty familiar name in this part of the country, but the name hasn't always referred to this 6'6" quarterback at Brentwood Academy. His late grandfather, also named George MacIntyre, spent several years as a college and high school coach. He's probably best known for a 7-year stretch as the head man at Vanderbilt University. The younger George also has an uncle who's still in coaching. Mike MacIntyre has made a number of stops in the pros and college, including the University of Colorado and his current job as the head coach at Florida International.
You know, I was around a lot of football growing up, a lot of high-level football. I think a lot of kids aren't exposed to that at a young age, and kind of gave me a little head start.
It's kind of neat for me. You know, I grew up on a football field. My brother grew up on a football field, and George kind of got to do the same. My brother being a head coach at a couple places, George got to be on the sideline since he was a little kid. So now he gets to go down there where all those kids he saw doing it, he gets to do it.
Coincidentally, Paul Wade, who was in his first year as a head coach at Brentwood Academy, got into coaching when he was hired by George's grandfather more than 30 years ago. He knew exactly who George was when he was named to his current post, but was still very impressed when he got to spend time with his senior signal caller.
First time I met him, first off, I couldn't believe how tall he actually was, and just what a nice young man he was. We didn't talk a lot about football. We just talked about his grandfather. We talked about Brentwood Academy. We talked about the team, and as I've gotten to know him, just an unbelievable young man, and obviously his accolades speak for themselves, but it all goes hand in hand about what a great job his parents have done and what a great influence the school have done embracing him. Athletically, George is very talented. Probably his strong suit is he has a unique way to move his body to get around rushes when he's being pressured, to scramble, much like a guard does in basketball when they're weaving through traffic. You know, a lot of that you just attribute to natural God-given ability.
While George's height is a nice advantage in football, he made use of it in another sport for a long time. George helped Brentwood win a state title in basketball in his sophomore year, and he even had some college basketball programs inquiring before he decided to fully commit to football.
No, I really grew up playing basketball and baseball. Started tackle football in 4th grade. Didn't really fall in love with it until about sophomore year. I was always more of a basketball player, but I kind of gave every sport a chance and kind of landed on football and basketball. And for my future, obviously, it'll be football.
He worked at it. He's in the yard for hours doing basketball drills over and over again, to the point where we're like, all right, George, let's try something else. But he's always kind of been a really serious focus on sports. Football, you can't play by yourself. Basketball, you can go out and shoot by yourself, work on dribbles by yourself, do all those things. So I think it helps his hand-eye coordination. Also, I think it helps him have his head up when he's running around out there. He's always looking downfield, because in basketball, you can't have your head down. So I think that helped him a lot. I think they interact well. I think they cross over well, football and basketball.
Yeah, just developing different movement patterns and just kind of staying competitive year-round. I think that's helped me a lot. I think it translates to the field a ton for a quarterback, especially kind of reading leverages, stuff like that.
All of the major recruiting services ranked George among the top 10 quarterbacks in the 2025 class. He obviously has a big frame, and that family history has helped him develop a terrific football IQ. On top of all that, he simply hates to lose.
I have the competitive edge to definitely match anyone I'm playing against. I think I'm prepared usually. He's
a competitor. It doesn't matter what the sport is. He hates to lose, probably hates to lose more than he likes winning, to be honest. And that's probably, I think, what separates him from others.
George is staying close to home next season as he's given a verbal pledge to the Tennessee Volunteers.
Tennessee just felt like home to me. The way they support their quarterback, Coach Heupel, his system. I really like the system. I know I'm gonna have the same offensive coordinator. I know I'll be under Coach Hype's offense the whole time I'm there. Here at BA, I've had 4 OCs in 4 years. It's been tough, and I was definitely looking for some stability in college.
I think being in state was a big deal to him. Everywhere he goes, people know that he's going to Tennessee, and I really think it came down to Coach Heupel and his offense as well.
Keeping this talent in state was a big win for the Vols, and George MacIntyre could add the biggest chapter yet to his family's football history.
I think what'll excel for him at the next level, obviously he's got to put on weight, obviously he's got to get stronger, but what senior doesn't as they get ready to go to the collegiate level is, like I said earlier, the competitive nature and the fact that he has such unbelievable God-given ability to throw the football. When you put those two together, it's going to be exciting to watch.